Inside Paul McCartney's insane car collection. It is common knowledge that the Beatles members often experimented with outlandish looks for their hair. The only thing that they appreciated more than their many haircuts was wearing fashionable attire. Drugs were the only thing they liked more than fantastic vehicles and fashionable attire, although they also appreciated trendy apparel. Even Ringo Starr said he had a rubber soul. But Paul McCartney's collection demonstrated that he was real and not a phony imitation. If you would want to honor Maka by taking a journey down memory lane in honor of his 78th birthday.
All the best, Paul. Take care, Paul.
We have compiled a list of some of the most memorable automobiles in his career. Hello everyone and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at inside Paul McCartney's insane car collection. Yeah, you heard it right, so let's start our video. Ford Console Classic 1962. Because Ringo was the eldest member of the Fab Four, he was the first to purchase a car, which almost gave the band the name Fab Fords. Both George and Paul had Mark II Ford Zodiacs. However, George's vehicle was a Ford Anglia, and Paul's was a Ford Console Classic 315. It was also appropriate that John Lennon's signature grandiosity should have been the thing that derailed the scheme. The Ferrari 330 GT that he had was undoubtedly one of the most impressive cars anybody has ever had. Concerning the matter of McCartney, however, it was a variation of the Anglia that was considerably larger and longer. The Anglia was a model that had been quite successful throughout the 1950s. Ford believed it to be one of their more upscale vehicles, saying it was suitable for the golf club car park, and the Console's acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 22.5 seconds, and its top speed of 78 miles per hour was completely unremarkable. On the other hand, Paul showed no sign of being shaken by this. When McCartney was pulled over for the third time for speeding, his driver's license was revoked. Aston Martin DB5 1964. This was one of the finest trade-ups in history, going from a Ford Console to an Aston Martin DB5 in its place. In 1964, just before he was reinstated to his driving privileges and the Beatles embarked on their first ever world tour, Paul McCartney acquired this vehicle. On September 22nd, he collected it from his accountant only 5 days before the premiere of the film Goldfinger. McCartney had this made to order in Sierra Blue with black leather inside and a customized Philips Auto Manon record player for a price of a little under $4,000 total. In 1970, he was still in possession of the car. Following the purchase of the DB5, Chris Evans affixed the license plate reading 64 Mac to the back of the car. Mini Cooper S. DeVille 1965. The Beatles manager Brian Epstein acquired 4 Minis for the band in 1965, but they were ordinary automobiles. The work that Harold Radford & Co., a British coach building business, did with Bentleys helped establish the brand's reputation. In addition, Epstein commissioned several 1275cc Mini Cooper S models, and Paul McCartney's model, along with the rest of the lineup, was an absolute showstopper. This gorgeous California sage green vehicle comes standard with a sliding Webasto sunroof, extra front-mounted fog lamps, Aston Martin taillights, and magnificent woodwork inside. Aston Martin DB6 1966. After falling in love with Aston Martins a few years previously, Paul McCartney made his first purchase of an Aston Martin automobile in 1966 when he purchased a DB6. The DB6 was designed to be a great touring vehicle, including improved aerodynamics, a larger size since it was meant for long-distance travel, and a cambock rear end. McCartney selected the Goodwood Green paint job and went with a 6-cylinder, 3,995cc engine capable of producing 282 horsepower. Despite this, the most well-known aspect of Maka's DB6 is that he ordered a reel-to-reel tape recorder rather than a record player. While John Lennon was on his way to meet his little son Julian, he was struck with a flash of musical genius and came up with the concept for the song Hey Jules, which would eventually be renamed Hey Jude. He then proceeded to record the song. Austin Healey 3000 1966. Paul McCartney was killed in 1966 when he was hit by a car identical to the one that killed him. McCartney got into an argument with the other band members and stormed out of the Abbey Road studio in the early hours of November 9 while they were recording Sgt. Pepper. He jumped into his Austin Healey 3000, a classic British sports vehicle, and sped off into the night. The argument occurred while they were recording Sgt. Pepper. Around 5 in the morning on that day, he ran a red light even though it was pouring rain outside. As a result, he crashed into a tree and died from his injuries. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comment section how this one was. I really hope that you found this video interesting. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing and also give us your valuable feedback. We'll see you in the following video with some more notable celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.